Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Friday the 13th edition of Morning Mindset. So spooky. Listen, nothing scary happens in the winter. Have you ever, are there horror movies that happen in the wintertime? I don't think so, because it's too damn cold for any of that to happen, right? It's too cold for a spooky movie. So welcome, Morning Mindset. I know we're in crunch time. And so one of the things that we're going to talk about is marketing, because I do have a call today. I've got a busy thing lined up to it. Before we get into all of that, welcome, Morning Mindset. It is Friday the 13th. This is what I need from you: who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in your area. It's cold, like legit. It is still cold. I mean, technically, we're not even in winter time yet, and I'm not down with that. I'm going to get an official temperature as of right now, because it was face jarring cold when out there earlier, because it feels like it's -5. -5. No, thank you, sir. Winter weather advisory tomorrow. What do we have? Winter weather advisory. My favorite ones. Like, I can handle just about everything except this one. At least it's overnight, from midnight to 9 a.m. We don't have plans until tomorrow afternoon. Freezing rain. Total ice accumulation of 0.2 of an inch. Awesome. That's my favorite. Especially when wind gusts of higher than 30 miles an hour. Good times. So that's what we got looking forward to. But I need to know who you are, what's in your cup, what the weather's like, right? Who you are, where you're from, all of that. Now, we got coffee in the cup. We have a relaxed day, somewhat. But we do have rush orders we need to get taken care of and out. Going through my list as I'm looking at it, sometimes I just have that little stop in my brain, and it just doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know. You get that? Where you're talking and you're thinking and you're not sure what to say, so you slow down and then you stop. So we've got DTF that needs to get done today. We've got shirts that need to be pressed. We've got marketing calls that need to get done. We got invoice that needs to go out, and we've got rush orders that need to get done and delivered today. So we had to readjust some of our schedule today because it's there. And then add to it that we just got the call that said, Krista's car is having little issues. So it's probably just too cold. And that's what I'm going with. It's probably just too cold for that. So that throws kind of sort of a wrench in the day on moving things around. But hey, we will make do with it. So first up, make sure to like and share. Sharing's caring, folks. This should be the last show from Facebook jail. Should be. We should be on parole on Monday. What time on Monday? I don't know. For anybody that's been in jail, you don't know. It could be at midnight. It could be at 6 a.m. It could be before lunch. It's whenever they call you. So it's whenever Facebook says, yep, you're good to go. I thought I had seen it one time. It was supposed to be like 5:45 a.m. So that would be pretty legit. But sometime on Monday, we'll be back at it. So with that, we're going to talk marketing today. Because I seen a couple of things, and when I see stuff, I like to post it. I like to question it. I've got a friend that owns some radio stations, and by some, I mean quite a few. But he posted something just a short while ago, and unfortunately, his account is private, so I couldn't share it. So I'm going to have to copy, post, tag him in it, and tell him thanks for it. But it basically says, you wake up sleeping under, an advertised blanket, an advertised mattress in your home that was advertised by a realtor. Check your social media on your advertised phone and get ready using advertised soap, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, etc. You dressed in your advertised clothes, slip on your advertised shoes, grab your advertised phone again, and then you sit down for breakfast on an advertised table, eating advertised foods, washing it down with advertised coffee or juice. Then you grab your advertised coat, get in your advertised car, drive to work while seeing and listening to advertising, only to arrive and sit at an advertised desk, work an advertised computer, using advertised internet. Then you refuse to advertise, saying advertise doesn't work. Then when your business fails, you call up various advertising companies to advertise the business or building for sale. Sounds crazy, right? Happens every day in small businesses everywhere. If you believe in your business, your advertising should be top priority. People go where they are invited to. If you don't invite people to come, you will be out of business, period. Guess, and this is something else that wasn't intending that, but that's the thing. What are you doing for advertising? What are you doing for marketing? What are you setting yourself up for? Because today, being the 13th of December, There's a boatload of people in the maker space who today's is their cutoff day. In order to get things by Christmas, their cutoff day is today. Other ones are, Monday of next week, Wednesday of next week, and then that's it. Some with the retail stores, they're rolling all the way right up to Christmas Eve because they're a retail store. They have that. They do that. But traditionally, especially on the print side of things, that we start slowing down here, between the 10th and 15th of December, and then it usually picks back up that first week, second week of February. So you've really got 2 months. You've got 2 months where things slow down. You make sure you have the cash reserves to cover all of your overhead expenses, and you're just crossing your fingers and hoping that enough comes through to keep you afloat for it. And that's the life cycle of a printer. That's how it goes. It's the you survive the J months through the rest of the year, and that's January, June, and July. Traditionally, the slowest months for printers. So you do the other 9 months out of the year to be able to survive through those months of the year. That's why Impressions Long Beach. We'll head to that next month. So hey, checking in. Who's all going to Long Beach? But we're going to go there meet. I'm doing a way better job next year, starting now going into next year, is when we go to these trade shows, why am I not handing out collateral that says, hey, we want to be your DTF printer, hey, this is what we can help with? Why am I not doing that with the other people that we meet? Why am I not directing them to our shows? Why am I not directing them to what we do? Why am I not doing more with less? I can get a lot of reach in people. When we are out on parole, we're hoping that we will be back, to the million to 10 million views a month, no problem. But in the case that we're not, we're still going to be exploring other avenues of things to do stuff. One of the things that we're just working on is cold calling. We're going to go through, compile a list of all of the screen printers and embroiderers that are within our 1-day ship area, and we're just going to start cold calling. I mean, business is slowing down. What do we do with that time? Work on the business, So we set goals. We know what we need to do to get to those goals. And I haven't cold called in 20 years. And now it's something that I need to get back into and do. We're rebranding on the social media side of things for this part of it. Because if we look at the three arms of the business, we've got a 3-arm business. We've got the print side of it, which handles DTF, UV-DTF signs, banners, decals, all of that side of it. On the wholesale level, and then we have the retail side of it, which is Corey's business, and we run everything retail through that. And then we have this social media side of things. This media company with it. With the before it was Tuesday with Todd, Morning Mindset. All of that is going to get changed. We will get you'll see a name change right there at the first year. Got a logo done. I'm okay with it. I think I'll get some questions and helps on it, but I think overall I'm good with what it is. And we're going to as far as produce content, we need to do better at that. We're definitely going to start off with more on the shorts side of things. We'll have name change, so that makes sense there. Now we're going to, how much do we want to spend on an editor a month? Be 700, could be 7,000. Depends on how many videos you're going to have them do and how well you want them done. So shorts are easy. We can put that out there. Can we just do, little, is there little vlog reviews that we're able to do? Not vlog reviews. Is there, little videos that we're able to do, little 7-8 minute hitters, or we're just rolling through something. So we're open to a bunch of different avenues. Like I said, we're marketing. We're working on the cold calls. We are, and that's with my mentor who we're going through stuff with to get things to where it needs to be. And then we're meeting with Bob on the marketing side of things because, hey, Bob's a friend of ours and they do really good on stuff and, the lead gen side of that. So, we're constantly trying to, to improve our business with the marketing and advertising. But before I keep going on and on, what I haven't done yet today? I haven't checked in yet this morning. I haven't checked in. I was just super excited about that. So, make sure that you're liking, subscribing, and sharing, share. Because that's the way to help us grow. Now, let's check in. Good morning, Renee from 7 in Chicago. Going to get all the way up to 26 today and 50 by Monday. What? You're getting 50 by Monday? Now I got to look for that forecast because, I just saw freezing rain and stopped. And so that's enough for me. Let's see what we got here. You're getting 50 on Monday? I guess so. We're getting 48. I'll take it. 48. So, it looks like we're going to have a Sunday 45. and cloudy, Monday 48. I'll take it. Not too bad. We'll do it. Working on the top 5. Barb, good morning to you from North Central Minnesota. -6. Warm into the 30s this weekend with snow. Water in the cup. 5 things. Invoice, 3D printing, digitizing, scheduling, laser patches. 3D printing. I had a 3D print that, like right now with the 3D printer, I'm just learning it, right? I'm like, since I know this isn't going to be the one that we're doing, just more on how materials work, how bed temps work, how everything works with it, because we've tried a few different things. I'm letting the kids go and pick out here. Let me close the suit. I'm not all screened up. I'm letting the kids pick out things and say, hey, all right, let's let it print. So, the little oxalato, we got that Stanley cup that, is the chapstick holder, the unicorn. I feel like there's one of those spiral twisty things, that slide over it. So learning with it, seeing all that it can do, fun stuff there with it. And then when we said pull the trigger on this the P1S, P1P, the P1 something from Bamboo Labs, we'll be ready for it. Like right now, I went and checked it last night, and if we order it, it's not going to be here till sometime in January anyway. So hey, let's just play and see what we get with it. So learning more on that side of things, how things are done with it. It's been a fun little thing. Hi, Renee from Barb. Hi, Barb from Renee. What's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. What's chilly down there, Chuck? Not -4. Sarah, good morning. Sunny and -2. Real feel, -10. Yeah, baby. Hoping for a warm up here. Hot apple cider in the cup. Warm's coming this weekend, right? Probably getting the 20s or 30s. Hi, Chuck from Barb. Chandra, good morning from Humboldt, Texas. Water in the cup because about to donate plasma. Woo. Yeah, you got to stay hydrated for that, right? Yeah, you got to stay hydrated for that. How's Texas treating you now? Hi, Sarah from Barb. Hey, Chandra from Barb. Sarah said, "Morning, Barb. I sent you a PM on Facebook yesterday. Way to go, Sarah. Morning, Chuck, Sarah, Chandra, Sarah. Anything fun in that cider? Probably not. Sarah. It's like, what, 8:45 on a Friday. She's not like us. She's not built like us, Renee. Where you can put a little something in that. Walk a trade show floor just because. It is. No, unfortunately, I had a health issue last week and have done away with caffeine. So trying out some new options. I would just freebase crack. That's what I would do. I need at least some caffeine going on in me. And Jenny says, morning. It's very cold here too. Water in the cup. There's X's of C's. And I don't know what the hell that is, Jenny. Usually I can decipher. I don't know. Which one of the great things is I haven't had to go into a store in like 2 weeks because it's cold. So we just order it online. It just shows up the door. Listen, and then people that say, hey, you need to tip more because it's cold. Hey, you need to get another job. If you don't like the job, ask for higher pay. I'm just hitting a service that I got, man. Get off my ass. Jeff, good morning, Jeff. How are you doing, Jeff? Let me say it. Jeff's probably print, package, shit. What was the other ones? Because it was usually 5 Ps, right? Print, package. There's something else in there. We'll get it. Rena, good morning. It's a cool 43. Coffee in the cup. 5 things. Trophies. Trophies for what, Rena? What are you working on trophies for? Man, trophies is such an amazing thing. It's something that I would love to do more of because of just the uniqueness of them. Everyone can be different. Everything's there with it. I really wouldn't mind breaking into that market. But once again, the award and trophy thing, that's a whole nother business. That's a business in itself. When we look at it, like if I'm holding the print side down and got the retail side of it, where the hell am I going to find more time to do something like that? I'm not. Hey, Barb, I made it here on time today. The time difference is really throwing me off for this mentorship calls. I bet it is because you were East Coast and now you're Central. I get it. And you have Rena who's like 6:45 in the morning over there. Good morning, Renee. Sarah, I've been caffeine free for over 20 years. Decaf coffee still tastes like coffee. That is true. But I kind of look at it like, you look at it like the cigarettes. Marlboro Lights are still cigarettes, right? I didn't think about coffee that way. T-Town, good morning, Tim. Cold Toledo, 13 out and tinning this morning. Garage is taking forever to warm up the temp. That's because it's cold, man. Chandra says, sorry, Dad. I don't miss the cold. It's 58 here. Tried to send something to you. I would appreciate that. Chuck says it's headed to 56 today, 71. Or it's 56 headed to 71. That's nice. That's nice. Sarah, message you back. There you go. Hi, Jeff, Jenny, Tim, and Rena. Howdy, Barb. Bamboo is still scheduled for delivery tomorrow. I keep tracking. Yeah, like right now, because they've got the thing that says, expect 5 to 10 days for extended for delivery. If I go with the P1, P1P, P1, if I go with the P1 with the AMS, out of stock won't be here until sometime in January. So, we'll see what it is. Alan, hey, buddy, good morning to you. It is currently 20 there in New York, working my 73 job and waiting on the X-Tool 82 to be delivered. Alan, did you use my affiliate link? Probably not. I really need to push that more. There's a reason behind it. I need to be creating more content for X-Tool. So look for that in Q1 of next year. Just because of, one, the affiliate, it doesn't pay the greatest, but I had a discussion with them on Wednesday, China time. So it was like 9 o'clock at night. And we were just talking about, things in 25 that are coming up and they said they would like to see more content out of me for it if I would like to receive more equipment, which totally makes sense. So I need to be doing that. And they said it doesn't matter if it's, if it's shorts, if it's videos, whatever it is, I just need to be putting more out there. So I think what I'm going to do is from probably JPPlus, order up one of their laser supply kits, one of those starter kits. I think they have those. I know they have them for sublimation. I'm going to look at it for that and just run through it and see, hey, here's the stuff. Here's how we can do it. And I can do it on both things, on the S1 and the F1. So that during this downtime, we're going to start slowing down. So we'll see stuff, we'll see a lot more $0 days here coming up. When we look at stuff, traditionally over the next, I'm going to pull, why am I looking at that calendar when I can just pull the calendar up here? Traditionally, on the weekends, it varies, go there. But we know over the next 2 weeks, 1 week, or the next 3 weeks, next week will probably, really start to slow down. That following week, the week of Christmas and New Year's is usually really slow for us. We know we won't really see anything on the eves and the days. So we know next Tuesday, when on the 24th, 25th, 31st, and 1st, we won't see nothing. So then that, we'll start to pick back up there on the 2nd. So I'm anticipating over the next 3 weeks that we'll at least have 7 days of 0 sales. Probably, 7 at least, could be as many as 15, but that's what we work all year for. That's when they say, hey, when all the jobs are completed, now I'm going to just work on content creation. If I can take, 50 different things and do, a quick little video on it for, on the F1 or the S1, then, hey, easy enough. If I'm showing, peeling transfers, I'm showing doing something, then there's a lot of content that I can use that downtime for. And it's the holiday season, able to do stuff. Like one of the things there are some cookie cutters that I want to do that we're going to try Cookie CAD and make some custom cookie cutters with the 3D printer and have fun with that. Because once the kids out of school, like going into this weekend and next weekend is holiday week more at the school, we have baking stuff that we need to do. I need my chocolate cheese. There's going to be cookies, stuff there. So if I can make some fun stuff we're able to use, it's there. Right? She's an amateur, not drinking this early in the morning. And, real pros are still drunk from the night before, right? Hey, Rena from Renee. And Jeff said, close. Actually, only 3D printing and lasering today. I was printing laser. See, printing laser is there. Oh, Cindy, it's cold because I have to load in for a toy show today. Yeah, Cindy, what is that? Is that the cosplay one? Which one is it this weekend you're doing? I'm drinking a Frosty the Snowman energy drink and carving up Chick-fil-A. Not bad. Today is all about prepping to sell all the things. Where's this one at? And are you going to be next Wednesday at the Makers event there on Marketplace 4500? Because I think I see Fork in the Road is going to be over there again. And, hey, sandwich time. Hi, Cindy from Barb. Hi, Cindy and Jeff from Renee. Rena, nope, I hate trophies. I hate putting them together. They're for a soccer league. Really? A soccer league now? End of December? Oh, they're out there. So you guys have sports all the time. And that's the thing is trophies. Yes, put them together. And Brian has a pretty nice setup on how he has it set up where everything's right there, and I think if you're gonna do it and you're gonna do it well, you have the system in place for it. You just hire somebody, just put that stuff together for you, right? Or you just move to all plaques. Just move to all plaques for it. Morning, Renee, and Cindy. Yeah, hi, Ren. I'm excited. My doc let me out of my soft cast, so now I can go back to causing mischief. No more mittens, right? No more arm sleeves on there for you. And Cindy, when we were at the car show, she gave us a couple of her blanks, and that F1, the detail that you can get on that, the smallness of it, I was really impressed with that. So if there's anything, Cindy, you need us to see test out anymore, I'm telling you, that's a nice little thing. The top 5 things: cut and press transfers, engrave ornaments, engrave cups, engrave shot glass. Very nice. Now, you're using your fiber for that, right? Everything back on board, rocking and rolling with that, or using the CO on it. Great news, Cindy. Did you bribe them cheesecakes? Probably did. I think that she just said, listen, you're going to either take this off or I'm going to take it off myself. And Jeff said Cookie Cat is great, easy to use. Yeah, it seemed really simple for what it is. And Renee says, tell me more about Cookie Cat, please. So Renee, Cookie Cat is a software that allows you to take your artwork and turn it into 3D prints for cookie cutters. So in a nutshell, small one, that's what it is taking your ideas and turning them into cookie cutters. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to give our hand at a couple of those and see how it works out. And it can be fun because then I can tell the kids, hey, pick out some stuff that you like. I've seen some really awful ones. Like those are the type of cookies that I could love doing. I know a couple places that are bakeries that use it specifically for that. That's what they got their 3D printer for. That's what this was, to be able to create the custom cookie shapes for weddings, birthdays, anniversaries, parties, things like that. So that way they can, hey, if it's Mr. and Mrs. Downing, they can make that so it's Mr. and Mrs. Downing cookies. So it's a pretty cool thing. Cookie Cad. Go ahead and go. Ooh, Bend Expo this weekend, and events at 45. The Bend. Bend's a nice place. You know what? I think that was the one last year where we got some really good hot chocolate from. I think they had the booth that was like the old truck that was up front, kind of middle center. So maybe we'll see how this weekend holds. We've got basketball tomorrow. Maybe we'll have to swing over there. It depends on the weather. Always depend on the weather. Cool. That would be a good Tuesday with Todd. It would, as we roll through it. That's where you guys come in and helping me create content. I ask questions. You tell me what you want to see, what you want to do, what you want to hear, how things work with that. I'm all about that. Next year, as we push forward using the marketing things, using things that we need to do, we need to get better at. If we're not, if we're not thriving, we're dying, right? We don't want to be in the slow. We have the goals that we want to get to, and we have the goals. We know what we knew. We know the numbers it takes to get to those. Now we need to put the marketing in place to make those happen. On my side of it, I'm not going to say that I am the smartest guy in any room. I never, ever, ever want to be the smartest guy in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong damn room. I really appreciate being the not smartest one in the room and taking all in that I can, and being able to transfer that knowledge to others to help other people out with it. So becoming an authority in certain subjects, there's part of me that, there's things that I still want to accomplish in my life, still want to do. And, I'm not getting any younger. So I need to buckle down and get a lot of this taken care of. And this is the start of it, creating those plans, those goals. It's a great time to review it at the end of the year, moving on from there. But on the marketing, that's what we're talking, is like, how are you guys marketing yourself and marketing your business? Are you straight word of mouth? Are you, just putting on Etsy and relying on Etsy ads and paying them to do that for you? Are you running Facebook ads? Are you running email campaigns? Are you doing Google for it? Are you using TikTok? Are you going live? So that's what this one is about. A half hour in, and we're here. And so we might go a little longer today because I'm interested in how you guys are marketing your business. What are you doing for advertising? What are you doing to make sure that people know what you do? So, let me know that down here in the comments. Anthony said, flood icing would look awesome if you turned the head. And So this logo is going to become a cookie cutter, and that logo is going to become a cookie cutter. Those are the ones for sure. We're going to look at the other ones and how can we make it all work. And that's the thing, is we're going to put it all on there and do what we can do to make some cookie cutters. And why not, right? Let's see what happens. And then we can go from there with it. So I'm pretty sure about that. Tim says, I used my 3D printer to print a VR headset for the elf on the shelf. That's what he's wearing. Oh, your elf has a 3D printer. Tim, we don't make stuff for the elf on the shelves. They bring it from Santa. You should know this. But yes, there are tons of files and kits out there for 3D printers to be like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what Santa's asking me to do for the elf on the shelf and get these things ready for him. Can I do that? So yeah, totally awesome. Yep. Tim, that's awesome. And Tim said, or Jeff said, that's brilliant, Tim. I sadly didn't have my printers when we did elf, but that would have been fun. So Jeff, the model sets that they've seen where it prints out, and that's the only way to describe them. There is probably another word for it. But like us growing up, it was the models, and they were all plastic, and it was the piece that you pulled apart and you could build the thing out of it. I've seen those for elf on the shelf stuff, where the different pieces of it all put there, and then you pull it off, and here was like a 1 through whatever, and it had the stuff. So pretty cool thing for it. And Tim, that's genius. I think it is pretty genius. Print a tiny. There you go. There's tons of files out there for it that shows it. You should do it. Yeah. Look it up. And that's the thing, is you can go down all of the rabbit holes of things, of what you see and what you do. And I'm not saying that, look at this. Look at Tim. Look at Tim creating that for it. Good job, Tim. Look at that. That looks pretty legit. Way to go for you, buddy. I dig it. Good job, Tim. That's awesome. I'm not saying how to do it. I got you there. I got you in the group, which, speaking of the group, next Friday is our gift exchange in there. So everybody should have, I think everybody signed up. Everybody's taken care of in there. Kelly is the one who is actually managing that for it. I got my stuff in the mail. We're opening those next Friday for those that are in our mentorship community. Signed up, got your stuff. If you haven't, make sure to get it out. Next Friday is the day that we're going to open all those up. Now, since everybody is so amazing and nobody wants to tell me any of their marketing, strategies, plans, whatever, fine, whatever. I'll just roll through mine. We'll go about another 5-10 minutes here so then I can get up for our next one. So our main one is word of mouth, of course. We use word of mouth because we do a lot for a lot of different people, but we're also posting on social media every day. We're running Facebook ads, and the Facebook ads aren't producing the results that we want, but what it's doing is it's providing information on what we need to change with it. We were creating more friction, because that's the thing, is when you're creating an ad, you want it seamless. You don't want them to have to go through a bunch of steps. Like, listen, we want you to read this ad. We want you to order. We want you to read this ad. We want you to order. That's it. So we streamline those to make it happen that way. We have not went all in on the posting of, on the other social media platforms, in stories, on Reels, on TikTok, and that. Right now, who knows what's going to happen with TikTok? As it is, we have a month of it left. We'll see what happens with there. So does it make sense to heavily invest anything with that, knowing there's the possibility that it's gone within a month? There are other platforms that are coming online that could replace it, but who knows? So we'll see if that's a worthy thing. And by going away, it just means, you'll still have it. You'll still have it on the app. You'll still have it. They just, no new users will be able to find the app in the store. So that's something to think about and consider there. If we really want to focus on what we're doing, I said, and when we look at the business, social media side of things, the media company side of this, where we're able to take this, we're producing content like this, that can encompass so many things. Because what do we have access here? Well, we have lasers, we have 3D printers, we have sublimation, we have HTV, we have rhinestones, we have DTF, we have UV-DTF. So there's plenty of opportunity to create content with that. It's creating those ideas, making that list, and then breaking it down from here on the videos of it. On the retail side of things, if you really want to focus on the team side of it, so team sports, spirit wear, corporate ones, then that's its own customer segment. So we make sure that we're getting in front of those. Like if we just wanted to be, with schools and take care of that, well, then we need to make sure that we're getting all the contact information for all PTOs, principals, people in charge, so that way we can, add them to list, get things going, and pushing out that way. And then on the print side of it, I said we know where DTF is going. DTF is on the downward trend. And now some people will say you're full of shit. That's not true. It is for printers, because what's happening is we're getting to the point where people know what they need to do, and shops are deciding, hey, it just makes more sense for us to outsource it, or we're going to bring it in house. We've lost a good handful of our regular customers because they got to a point where it made sense for them to buy a printer, which that's all we said. Hey, when you get to this point, I would start looking at this. On the other side, there's people that don't want to have anything to do with it. They're going to continue to order transfers. They always will. But what they're looking for is, how quick can I get something? So it's either, when you look at, the fastest quality, the lowest price, or the best quality, lowest price, quickest turnaround time. You can pick two of the three. And that's what it is. So what we're going to focus on is, our one-day ship radius. Those are the clients that we're going after. So, the screen prints, embroiders that within our one-day ship area, that's what we're going to go after. And if we got to get on the phone and call 50, 100 people every time we do cold calling and get hung up on 50, 100 times, then that's what we got to do. It's just keeping that out there. Then we can get information, add it to the lead gen service, then build that. So those are the things that we're doing that with it. Alex says, hey guys, Alex from Newport here, and I need more on marketing. I didn't make my goals at all this year. How did you guys do? On some of our goals, crushed. Other of our goals failed miserably. And I think we lacked that clan. We did not lack a clan. We don't want to have anything to do with the clan. What we lacked was the plan. We knew what we wanted to do, but we didn't create a clear, concise plan of how to do it. And then we didn't stick with, here's what we need to do it. We didn't monitor that plan. We just went with the daily motions of it. So going forward, this is what we can do is we need to have actionable actions, right? How are we managing this? What are we doing with it? And how can we improve on it? How long do you give it before you say this isn't working and it needs to change? So that's what we're doing with it. Define VA as a real one? No, but we do a lot of scheduling. So technically, we'll use the AI for that, where we will go in and spend maybe an hour or two once a week and schedule out the content for the week. So, and what that is usually five pieces a day, 3 pieces a day, 3 to 5 pieces a day that we have scheduled up. So we know that that's going to go out there and be there for it. And then throughout the day, we can schedule what we're working on. We can post other things. We try and stay really consistent with the message that we're putting through there, as far as, like, I'm not going to post this today. Like, when we're working on tumblers, we're showing tumblers and then just show it again, for the next week straight. We need to space that content out. So, like doing this, it was, let's see what we can do and how can we make it work on things. And things like that. That's alive that we're able to do, and just have a camera in there printing as we're talking, about business. So that's what there. Now, as far as VA, we're right there on the edge of it. There are some things with my mentor that we're talking about on how to streamline some stuff and what are some things that they can do and what does that cost savings to us. So while we may be spending money out, is that saving time to be able to do other things that can generate more. When I meet with Bob today, we do have some of the programs that we have and that we do. There are VAs that assist with that. But since we haven't ran any of those, this is what we're going to talk about today, is how we can, use those lead gen tools to better service our needs on it. And Beth says, I've been relying on word of mouth. I do post images of embroidered items on Facebook, but I'm not consistent. And that's the biggest thing, is staying consistent. We have to stay consistent on what we do. I've had these last 6 weeks of being in prison has really cut back on that, because here we are in one of the busiest seasons of the year, and there's tons of groups that we're not posting in because we're not able to. So that really did hurt on how things were done. Not saying that there's a backup account that that is posting in the groups that we're able to. But since people don't know that account, are they really liking, trusting, seeing what it is? So we'll have, after Monday, be able to put it, but by that time, on the holiday season, it's over. It's too little, too late to try and push it. So it's just creating that awareness going forward with it. Here's the things we can do. Here's the things that we can help with. Here's the advice we can give. It really sucks when you get tagged in things and you can't comment on it. So you have to reach out to the people and be like, hey, this, and you seem weird because you're like, hey, I'm in Facebook jail, so I can't comment on this, but I can send you a message here. It's really weird, really odd. So, we do our best with that, but staying consistent with it. Like if you have embroidery and you're doing that, how long does an embroidery job take? 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Can you do one video? There's that of the full job. And you also do that where it's time lapsed. So then, it's getting done quick. Can you do it from different angles so you can show different things with it? And then you can turn that into, a TikTok. You can turn that into a reel, that short form content into a short. So you can take that there and use a service like CapCut, throw everything in it, and then just create these little one-hitter videos that go out there. And so that's just one job. So if that one job, we're embroidering one thing, and we have the full-length video, the stream for it, we have the time-lapse video, we have multiple views of it that are 5 to 15 seconds long. So let's say we did 4 of those. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can take all of that and we can put that into CapCut, and let's say we're going to pick 3 different, I'm going to go 4, so it's easy. We're going to go with 4 different templates that are in there where we can add the pictures, the videos, the things to it there. So now, from that one thing, we created 10 pieces of content. Now, you can share that over multiple days. You can schedule that out from there, but that's taking that one thing, turn it into 10 pieces of content pretty easy. And that goes for anything that we're doing, and that's just embroidery. So if you are a laser engraver, well, hey, you can do that same thing. Full video of it, time-lapse video, pictures of the screen of the software, of the design, of the blank good, of it running, and you can do all of that. So you can get 10 pieces of content from just doing one job. Now if you've got multiple jobs, and here like today, if there's 5 different things, can you now have 50 pieces of content from those ones by just doing that same thing? So it's things to consider with it in there. And Alex, what kind of cameras are you using to film your content? Right here. I have not invested in a high-end, standalone camera for it. Right now, with the way that, especially camera phones are, you're getting tons of great video on that. If you are becoming a videographer and you are going all in on content creation, you're going all in on setups, and you're going to have your Sonys or your Nikons or whatever it is with your lenses and everything there, yeah, go all in on it. But if you're just getting started with it, don't let the entry barrier stop you. Everybody, just about everybody has a phone in their hand, has an amazing camera on it. Use it. It has settings in there for you to be able to time-lapse things. Like I've got my old iPhone out on the laser and it's taped to it, so you could just go ahead and and just time lapse stuff. So that's the thing. Like this year, this year will be the cycle that I decide to get a new phone. So then this phone becomes the primary camera phone for things like that. The new one will become my handheld one where I'm taking pictures and doing things. But there's a lot of things out there, and then it depends on the type of videos that you want to take. Are you going to have a setup where everything is just static, where camera set, and it's all going in there? Are you doing more the vlog style? So you want a camera that you can see or do. Now, even on a camera that doesn't have the LCD screen, the flip out that you can see, they have those sweet mirrors now that kind of go on the back. Because this thing is, when we're using our camera, are you using the front facing or the rear facing camera? Well, if you're using the rear facing to you, well, I can't see if I'm in frame in that. So they have the mirrors that attach to this and go here, so I can see what's going on there, and then I can hit the button and do everything that needs to be done for there. So just look at filming content with an iPhone or a Samsung or whatever green bubble garbage you have, just look at it from there, because you can do that, and it's not that where you make a lot more difficult than what it is. And then a lot of stuff, I've used just my regular webcams here. I then one of the CP240s and that. I've got a couple of those that will stream for content. So you don't need to get crazy with it. The new generation of GoPros come out. You can get one that's 1 or 2 years old. That'll be just as good, that you can drop wherever it needs to go to record things for it. So don't let the thoughts that I need to have this amazingly crazy setup for, filming and all these lights and that. I mean, you can get, like, for our lighting here that we have, I think these lights were like $10 each, and that's something else we're working on there, is in the new year, is to have our Amazon storefront that has all the stuff that we use that's in it, so people can see, here's what we got for it. But throughout all this, we went long today, which is a great thing. When I get, when I am in there for it, we have it. Monday could be a fantastic day. We may be out of Facebook jail by the time this starts. If not, hey, that's our release date, so we'll be able to go from there. We do show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There's only a few shows left of the year, which means there's only a few shows left of this name, because as we look forward going to next year, if we look at the schedule right now, we got Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week, 16th, 18th, 20th. Following week, we have the 23rd and the 27th and the 30th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only 6 shows left of the year. 6 shows left of the year. Where did this year go to? Next Monday, I'm going to talk in our mentorship community. Remind me in there. We're going to talk new name. Most of you guys should know it. We talked about it and said what it was at one point, and I think that's the one we went with. But that's what it's going to do. And then it's just creating everything for it, which as we slow down, that's what we're working on. So that first show of the new year, new name, new promotion, do everything with it. So with that, until next time, you guys have an amazing weekend. Peace, love, press on. We will see you.